Please remain standing for the Star Spangled Banner. Good evening. My name is Brenda Gagne, and I have the pleasure and the honor of being the Adult Ed Director here at this Adult Education Program. And we have tonight Griffin Grover, accompanied by Wendell Scott Purington. Please stand and
oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
thank you, Griffin. That was beautiful. I'd like to say good evening to Superintendent Conley, Mr. Marino, our special guest tonight from the Department of Education, of Adult Education, distinguished guests, family, friends, staff, and graduates. I want to extend a special thank you to our stars behind the scenes tonight, technician Matt, and our musicians and pianists, our volunteers, our adult education staff, and the kitchen crew make this all happen and make me look like I know what I'm doing. Tonight's always one of my favorite times of year. It's a time to celebrate the dedication and strength of each of our graduates invested in themselves. It's a time to thank each of you for helping create the success story that's here tonight as a graduate. You helped babysit, drive, supply that extra meal, and you help them create new dreams for new lives, careers, and work experiences. This year we celebrated our 35th adult education program of 35 years that we've been here, and we've graduated over 2,147 students and had 108 men and women become U.S. citizens in our little program here at Noble. Another program that will be graduating in another week, probably 2 weeks because they have to take their state exam first, is our CNA program, Certified Nursing Assistant program. And we've actually had over 300 people in the last 30 years graduate and enter the healthcare field of CNA. It's pretty impressive. We're actually proud to be part of the Maine adult education system. The system actually started in 1924. And continues today, and it builds stronger and stronger. And it's because of our people and our staff that it has become the program that it is. We lost our secretary, Dolly Boldick, this year. Told myself I wouldn't do this. Dolly brought great joy to all of us for over 29 years. Anyways, Dolly actually had one year 175 GED students. And just to think about that, one staff member is 875 tests. She was never too busy to be with our students, and I have to say that she's passed that on to our staff today. And I just wanted to thank her for all the influence she's given all of us. Sorry, go back to the... I didn't mean to bring you guys down. So on a happier note, this class has persisted. They've come in after work. They've come in before work. They've come in and split their lunch hours to come in to do tests. Karen has been testing on weekends and in mornings, and Dolly's meeting, Louise meets at night and at the holidays, at the libraries. Our students are dedicated, and you need to be proud of them. You should be proud of yourself. And so right now, I'm very happy, believe it or not. We have Donald Marino is here to speak tonight. And Don, I actually first met him over a math conversation, of all things, in a parking lot at a meeting in Brunswick when he worked for Coastal County's Workforce. He was a program manager that was overseeing grants for industrial careers and pre-release programs, employment programs for the Cumberland County Jail. Before that, Don taught high school adult education, and he was an entrepreneurial education consultant for 2 cities in Connecticut. This year, I had the pleasure to work with Don in his current position as the Adult Education and Workforce Coordinator for the Maine Department of Education and Adult Ed. And one little fun fact is Don was actually a finalist for Season 3 of The Apprentice. And he said he filled out the whole application just basing it on his marketing skills he had from a prior job. So please keep in mind, I mention it because all of us have skills that we carry from one job to the other, and don't be afraid to tell people about those skills and to use them in new ways and new jobs. So please join me and welcome Don Marino.
I'm not quite ready for those middle stairs yet because I need a CNA, because I just had a knee replacement. And the CNA that took care of me actually was a graduate of adult education. So I lost the other 10 pages. Well, thank you for having me here tonight. And on behalf of long title, the Maine Department of Education, Office of Adult Education, I'd like to express on behalf of the whole staff our sincere best wishes to this graduating class and the families and friends that are here for supporting them, those that have achieved this important milestone. We'd like to thank the leadership of Noble Adult Education, staff, instructors, for their tireless efforts in helping learners meet their personal and professional goals. We invite you, the members of the graduating class, and all of you in the audience here tonight, to access the educational and workforce opportunities that are available through all of your local adult education programs. Adult education is here for you to help get into a program that's right for you and for your goals, and most importantly, they will be with you each step of the way to make sure you achieve those goals. So I want to thank you for inviting me tonight. I just also want to mention that if you see me later, even though I'm Italian and these are very emotional events, I had an incident yesterday where I had a piece of sand in my eye. So if you see me winking, it's not because I'm thinking, it's just my eye is kind of itchy, and I'm not crying because there is, although, it's very emotional, but I'm not crying, but I have some of that stuff coming down. And I always tell people, when they ask about my job and what about adult education, I always tell them, if you want to hear an interesting story, ask an adult ed graduate to fill in the second half of this sentence. I received my adult education diploma even though I had to, and they can fill that in, and that's where the interesting parts come in. And I'm sure a lot of you have some great stories like that, some important stories, and that's what makes this event and a night like this so special. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you.
Our next guest speaker tonight is a student. Our student speaker is a high school diploma student, Harmony Rogers.
Welcome Welcome, family, friends, and staff. It is with great honor to be standing before you. When I first began my journey with Noble Adult and Community Education in September of 2016, I had to prove to them that I would be committed to their high school diploma program. Being only 16 at the time, asking to attend an adult education program made people slightly hesitant. However, I had the drive for school and the teachers and staff saw it. I would like to take a moment to thank my mother. If it wasn't for her always insisting that education comes first, I would have never gained the confidence. I would also like to thank my father. Sorry. I've wanted to become a cosmetologist for a long time. My dad's always encouraged me to follow my dreams. Attending a mainstream school wasn't the best fit for me. Between my social skills and my health issues, I couldn't retain anything, especially history. So thank you to Spencer Libby, my U.S. history and social studies teacher, for never giving up on me. His patience and dedication to my learning helped me pass my history requirements. Adult education offers a smaller, less overwhelming environment within which to learn. There are more opportunities to have one-on-one learning. In addition, if I didn't understand something in class, it was easy to meet with a teacher afterwards. In short, there was a lot of flexibility and individualized attention. If it wasn't for this amazing opportunity to complete my high school diploma, I would have never been able to graduate early and start the college program of my dreams. So with that in mind, I'd like to thank the director, Brenda Gagne, and the academic coordinator, Louise Burns, for sticking with their gut feeling and accepting me into their program. It is here that I have gained the self-confidence and the go-getter attitude that I have now. It is beyond my wildest dreams that I would be standing in front of all of you giving my graduation speech. I am totally grateful for all that has been done in my support. To my fellow graduates, my wishes for continued success in the future. Congratulations to the class of 2018.
I'd like to invite Griffin Gower and his accompanist, Wendell Scott Purington, to please take the stage so they could present us with delight us, I should say, with a nice song.
When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of a storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver song of a lark. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on, with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone.
I promised myself I wouldn't lose my place this year. Okay. Thank you very much. That was breathtaking. One of the programs that we have here at Adult Education is once you have your diploma, or while you're working for your diploma, and you're thinking about going on to a trade program at a community college, or for like HVAC, or any of the other programs, CNA, you can also you work with a program called Career and College Transitions, and we can help you prepare, get the cobwebs off if you haven't been in school for a while, to go into college and not have to take what they call developmental courses, which you pay for but don't get any credit. And we have a grant that's sponsored through the state, and it's called, like I said, Career and College Transitions. And our career advisor and college and career readiness instructor, Kate Shingler, is going to talk a little bit about it and present a few awards tonight. Just briefly, Katie has worked with learners from ages 3 to 90. She's been an adult ed director in other programs, and now she'll talk a little bit about this incredible program and acknowledge the students who prepared to move on to training. And so, Katie, would you please come forward? Just let me know if you need any help.
Well, good evening. Welcome and congratulations to all of the graduates and their family and friends that have been here to support them through this journey. It is no small task, so congratulations to all of you. As Brenda said, my name is Katie Schindler, and I'm the career advisor here at Noble Adult Ed. I'm part of the team responsible for the College Transitions Program. We all do our own little piece here. And our goal is to assist students in making a successful transition to college or a post-secondary program or even into the career field of their choice. We not only work on academics like reading, writing, and math, but we explore necessary life skills such as time management, I'm still working on that one, learning styles, organization, and goal setting, just to name a few. Sound familiar to anyone? We work with current adult education students that might be currently enrolled in a post-secondary program already and are coming back for some support. And also community members at large. So if anybody is interested in exploring careers or college programs, we're here to help. These students have all worked incredibly hard, writing papers, exploring careers, doing their favorite informational interviews, creating resumes, and preparing applications for college and careers. Helping students explore their options and interests is perhaps my favorite part of my job. I always think about a story that I heard years ago that I'd like to share with you about discovering talents. As Brenda said, you can always come back to your adult ed programs, no matter your age. Maybe not the 3-year-olds I've worked with in the past, but up to 90, we'll take anybody. So there was a particular man playing the piano in a lounge at a restaurant. He was a really good piano player, maybe not as good as Wendell, but the people came out just to hear him play often. But one night, a patron was there and wanted him to sing. He declined, but the customer was extremely persistent, and he asked the manager, "I'm tired of listening to the piano. I want that guy to sing." And the manager shouted across the room to the piano player, "Hey buddy, if you want to get paid tonight, sing a song." The patrons are asking you to sing. So we did. He sang a song. A jazz piano player who had not sung much in public sang a song that changed his career. For nobody had ever heard Sweet Lorraine sung the way it was sung that night by Nat King Cole. He had talent that he was sitting on. He may have lived the rest of his life playing jazz in clubs and restaurants, but because he had to sing that night, he stepped out of his comfort zone. He went on to become one of the best-known entertainers in America. So each and every one of you, the graduates, the college transition students I worked with, everybody sitting here tonight, have talents. And we would love to help you explore those talents. I can't guarantee you that I could help you sing, because I can't. But I do promise we will be there for you and support and guide you on your own journey of discovery. So I would invite you to either contact us if you feel like there's something we could do to help you in our transitions programs, or if you know somebody that might need our services. We would love to meet them and help them discover their talents. So speaking of talents, Paul, would you mind coming and helping me? I would like to recognize the students that I had the privilege of working with this year in the College Transitions Program. First, Sherry Lynn Clough, if you would come up. Sherry completed our CNA program in the fall and participated in the College Transitions Program this spring. She is currently enrolled at YCCC, pursuing her nursing degree. I don't know if Genevieve Ciccone is here. I didn't see her. But Genevieve graduated last year with her HiSET and joined the College Transition Summer Boot Camp last summer, and she is currently enrolled at YCCC as well. And Julianne Gilb, is she here? I don't think I saw her here. She participated in our College Transitions Boot Camp last summer and continued to work in the fall on math and reading college readiness courses. She worked so hard that she is now well prepared and plans on attending a community college once she settles in after a move that she and her family are about to embark upon. So, Lisa McNeely? See, they're all so busy working in college now, they're not here. Lisa participated in our college transitions class this spring. She worked hard and she actually never missed a class, but she isn't here tonight. But she came to us from YCCC to develop some of the skills so that she could participate in their programs. And she is now well prepared to move on and attend YCCC in the fall and will be studying animal science or vet tech. She hasn't decided yet. Mackenzie Reinholdson is here. Mackenzie participated. Mackenzie participated in our college transitions program as part of her high school diploma program. She worked hard and completed just in time to become a mom and has been accepted at YCCC for fall enrollment. So congratulations. And Harmony Rogers, you heard her story, but I'll repeat it because it's a good one. Harmony also participated in our program as part of the high school diploma curriculum. The day I met her, she told me exactly what she wanted to do, and she did just that. We worked on applications and scholarships, and she achieved her goal of enrollment at Empire Beauty School this winter, and I think is absolutely loving it, right? Yeah. And Lauren Segale. So Lauren enrolled in the Fall College Transitions class after being intrigued by what she read in our course catalog that comes in your mail. Lauren's goal was not college entry initially, but through her classes and working with the instructors through college transitions courses and math, she is now enrolled at YCCC and pursuing a career in accounting. So. And last but certainly not least is Caitlin Tatu. What? You got a present. Caitlin also worked with us as an independent study student in college transitions as she was working on her high school diploma. She worked diligently and is excited to pursue an EMT paramedic program at SMCC, hopefully this fall, right? Yep. So again, I would encourage you, if you have any interest in exploring our programs or know anyone in the community that would benefit from our services, we would be delighted to talk to them. So thank you and congratulations.
I'd like to introduce our second speaker tonight, and that's Sherry Lynn Clough.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming to support these graduates. What they have accomplished moves me so powerfully that I am truly honored to stand up here tonight. Myself and your loved ones being recognized tonight have been given an opportunity to further our education, accomplish our goals, but most importantly, have found a strong support system to guide the way. This part's hard. Just 1 year ago, I had to make some very difficult changes to my life. With a daughter to support, I saw no realistic way out of the situation I was in or the job I had been stuck working for 10 years. Thankfully, I had my mom to turn to ask for help. Through her encouragement and support, I decided to come here to ask about the CNA program. I was terrified when I got here. I didn't have the confidence I have now. I didn't think I could do it. I didn't know how I would cut my hours to attend every class, and I didn't even have the money to pay for it. I pushed myself and came here anyway, and left here with tears of joy. I called my mom, shaking. I told her I was not only qualified to become a CNA, but could even have it paid for through state funding. Without mobile adult and community education, the financial support from the community, and several state-funded programs, none of this would have been possible for any of us up here tonight. I had no idea how much help is available to adults seeking to continue their education, and I certainly was not expecting the level of encouragement I have received here. Everyone is supportive, kind, and realistic. Life happens and things come up. But being surrounded by people that are understanding of that and will continue to encourage you to stay positive and keep your momentum going can mean everything sometimes. So I kept up my momentum. I completed the CNA program in November. I started a much better paying job as a CNA and began classes with Louise and Katie to prepare me for college. I've already completed 1 semester at YCCC, and here I was given the skills to balance my work, school, and personal life through the Transitions program. I'm telling you all of this because I want you all to know that by just being here, you're making a larger impact on someone's life than you may realize. Without my mom's encouragement and help babysitting, I never even would have made that initial visit and met all of these incredible people that have expanded my support system. For sitting in this audience, you're not only celebrating your graduate tonight, but you are showing them who their support system is. And to those graduating tonight, your impact on someone could be the most powerful of all. You are role models. Your friends, sisters, brothers, children, nieces, and nephews need to see what we are capable of accomplishing. Learning never ends, and for us, this should only be the beginning. Keep your momentum going. Ask your support system for help, and be someone else's support in return. You never know when you may be changing someone's life. Thank you all, and congratulations to the class of 2018.
All right, I have a couple of special awards tonight. This is pretty exciting for me. One of the things that everyone's always very concerned about is attendance and who's going to be here and make sure that everyone's getting the maximum out of their education. We actually have someone who had perfect attendance this year in all their classes. So I would like to recognize Lisa McNeely for perfect attendance in the college and career readiness class. And she's not here. Yeah, she came when it counted, that's right. Every year, Louise, thanks, Louise. Every year, the adult education programs across the state of Maine are recognized in Augusta for the representatives, and it's called the Hall of Flags. We all gather, we meet our representatives, and there are 2 or 3 students across the state that are selected every year to give a talk, and it's televised, and they give a presentation in front of the legislators. And this year, we actually had Lawrence Gagale, who was recognized and did a phenomenal job in Augusta representing us and the state of Maine in adult education. So I'd like to thank you, Lauren. I'd like to call Tammy Belanger and the new U.S. citizens forward, please. We haven't had a chance to acknowledge some of our new students here, new U.S. citizens, and so if you could come forward, please. This is not an easy test, and these individuals have been studying and learning the English language, and probably can teach me some grammar lessons itself, and certainly U.S. history. They meet with our instructor, Tammy Belanger, and I want to thank her for over, what did we decide tonight, 29 years? 29 years that she's been doing this, working with individuals who are learning the English language, and has been doing a phenomenal job. I'm going to ask her to help me give out the certificates. We have Hopeton Hodges, U.S. citizen. Chun Uk, U.S. citizen. Bonori Yu, U.S. citizen. Ty Tran will be taking his exam, and I want to recognize him for the completion of the program on the 23rd?
July 7th.
July 7th, and we know he's going to pass. He's ready. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Conley, I present to you the Noble Adult and Community Education graduates. I ask if you'd like to come up and say a few words.
I think one of the best things about this graduation is it represents what we keep on saying to students in our schools, is that personalized pathways are what matters most. We're not interested in cookie cutters in factories with students in schools. And I think that it was already said here tonight by one of our speakers that Don mentioned, just ask them to complete this sentence, and I think the same thing. There isn't anybody up here who has done something in the traditional way, which maybe that means that this is the traditional way. You find your own path. I heard one of our speakers say that life happens. When you make plans, life comes along and your plans change and you adjust with it, and you also get up your head of steam. What was the phrase? Get your momentum going. All great words. I'm so impressed with the speeches tonight, and welcome and congratulations to our new citizens and our soon-to-be next citizen on July 7th. I appreciate the fact that you folks come out. I also heard people say that this is a support network out here. And I think it's also time, and you're probably already doing it, to become the support network for somebody else. So I like the idea of giving back. And this is probably, I say this every year, I think this is my favorite graduation. I was at SRTC, the Sanford Regional Tech Center that we hold here. It's not technically a graduation, but it's kind of like one. And then we had our own graduation on Friday night. The weather was great, the mosquitoes were tough. What I would say about that is people get this feeling that it's just a rite of passage. You go from kindergarten, second, third, fourth, seventh, ninth, 11th, 12th grades, and then you graduate and you move on to the next thing, as if it's some rite of passage. This is what you're supposed to do. You know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and you're supposed to keep moving forward and getting traction. Today is not some kind of endpoint. If anybody has this thinking that I'm all done, I'm where I need to be now, this is just one of those steps. We're all learning things all the time, and I urge everyone here to keep thinking about what's the next thing I want to tackle. Whether it's people sitting out there, people sitting up here, anybody listening at home. What's next in your life? What I want to do is help you celebrate what's here in your life tonight. So thank you to the graduates.
Right, these adults have met the high school requirements of MSAD 60 in the state of Maine, and I now am ready to award the diplomas. Kayla Colby. Jade Victoria Doe. Catherine G. Letourneau. Tyler Melanson. Pelletier. Mackenzie Reinholston. Harmony Rogers. Zachary St. Laurent. James Stanley. Caitlin Tatu. Courtney Thibodeau. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2018.